Hello, and what is going on, everybody? It is Master of the TDS, and I am joined by my lovely wife,
Writing Raven.
And we're back for another episode of Psycho-Synopsis.
Yes, and happy October.
Yeah, so it is October. You guys may have noticed that we have a new channel intro. That's because just special for October, because my wife loves October and Halloween. Even if we don't celebrate it ourselves.
It is literally against our religion.
Yeah, but, we can still appreciate it for what it is.
Oh, yes.
The spooky season and stuff is cool.
I love the spooky season.
So we'll be using this new intro for the remainder of this month, and then we'll go back to our old one.
So enjoy it while it lasts.
But yeah, so we have a bunch of topics to cover today, but, as we're saying, this is Psycho-Synopsis, the segment where we summarize all the Psycho for you.
Yes.
And this time we have a little goodie bag for you. You're going to come to our door, trick or treat, and we just give you tricks.
Or at least Hollywood gives us tricks.
Yeah, we give you treats. Enjoy.
Yes.
But anyways, without further ado, we have a couple topics to cover today. Not as much bad stuff today.
Surprisingly.
But still stuff that, we're going to have to get through. So without further ado, let's jump straight in.
And starting with our first client, an actress from Ghostbusters 2016.
Oh boy. So as you could see, I can't cope with reality.
Clearly.
But yeah, as you can see here, it says Ghostbusters 2016 actress Melissa McCarthy recently revealed that she's baffled that moviegoers think reboots and relaunches are wrong.
Seriously?
This is weird because, again, you'd think by now she would have, gotten it through her little head that her movie didn't do well. If you like it, you're more than welcome to like it. But objectively, more people disliked it than liked it. So that would technically make it a bad movie.
And it's officially not being counted as part of the Ghostbusters canon. They're literally skipping over it in the Ghostbusters timeline with Afterlife.
Yeah, which, again, they should have just made a sequel to it if they even made another Ghostbusters at all. I personally don't think they had to make another one anyways. But, who knows at this point.
Yeah.
But, so I want to address one thing she says. She says that she's baffled that moviegoers think reboots and relaunches are wrong. Now, here's the thing. Nobody thinks reboots and relaunches are wrong.
They're just done wrong.
Exactly. They're done by lazy people who don't want to learn to be creative or do anything else. And so what they do is they literally take old franchises and old things. Oh, we'll make it all woman. Oh, we'll switch this. Oh, we'll do that. And that'll magically make it good.
No.
It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work at all.
Yeah. Classics work the way that they do because they're classics. And if you change something inherent in the formula of a classic film or TV show or whatever it is, it's no longer the same thing.
Not at all.
And you can't expect the same fans to come back to it and be like, yes, this is great. No, they're not going to eat it up just because you slapped a Ghostbusters label on it. That's just not how it works.
Seriously, they don't learn. They haven't learned in the last 5 years.
You'd think by now they'd have lost enough money that they would have learned, but it seems like they don't. They just don't learn. They never will. And at this point, I just think they're just going to keep losing money. But at this point, look, my wife has not seen, but I have actually seen Ghostbusters 2016. It was really bad. And you know me, I'm the kind of person who normally says, okay, you're welcome to like it if you want. It was really bad. Really bad. So, again, if you like it, you're more than welcome to, but if you ever expect me to say that I liked it, I did not. I thought it was objectively terrible, done poorly, and that's being nice. Anything done in this movie, if you would have swapped it out and made it all males and made a stupid, dumb woman, dance with a bunch of people, guess what would have happened?
Outrage.
Exactly. So, again, just throwing this out there that maybe instead of, I get that you don't, Mr. McCarthy, I get that you don't like that your movie failed, but it failed.
Oh, yes.
And crying about it doesn't change that.
Nope. Basically, this film was an insult to bad films.
Yeah, and look, again, you like it, go ahead. But I'm never going to like it. And who are you going to call? Not these actors and actresses, because they're not getting callbacks. Thank you. Come again. Your call has been forwarded to a voice message system that has not been set up yet. Please try again later.
Beep!
Goodbye.
Anyway, let's move on to our next client. The Addams Family animated sequel.
Okay, so, as you guys know from watching the channel, my wife loves the Addams Family, the original one.
Not this Addams Family, the real Addams Family.
Yes, and we haven't seen this one. Again, there's someone out there who thinks that if we get 1,000 likes on the video that we're going to review this. We're not.
Never.
But nice try.
No, not gonna happen.
And basically, so the sequel came out, and, well...
It sucked.
Our movie is terrible. Isn't that wonderful? That's better writing than the movie was.
They literally took the Addams Family, a family all about the dark and spooky and supernatural, and actually have family members who are literal witches, and made them go to the beach. Sorry, but does that sound like a creepy, kooky, and altogether ooky kind of family? No!
Yeah.
I'm getting worked up.
Let me read what it says here before you get too angry. The animated adventures of the Addams Family are back with a sequel that creates a confounding amount of noise, unleashes a plot that doesn't make sense within the realm of the Addams, and fails to make the iconic kooky family feel notably different from their surrounding world. But basically, and again, spoilers to anybody who cares, according to what we've been told and what we've heard, and again, we haven't watched this movie and have no interest in watching it.
No.
Not at all.
No.
Apparently, the movie ends with them fighting It
ends with some sort of beach boss battle where they fight a person who turns into some sort of chicken goat monster as well as an octopus professor.
Yes, because that screams, they're creepy and they're kooky. No, it's on cereal boxes, there's a video game coming out.
Mobile games, all sorts of stupid things revolving around it. I can't stand to see it. It hurts. It physically hurts.
Yeah, there, honey.
Give me back my Addams!
It's okay. It's okay. Not the Addams Family. Not done well. If you have little kids and you want them to go see a movie that'll entertain them, this is pretty much what this is. Otherwise, it's garbage. And that's being nice.
Because that literally insults garbage.
Yeah. And again, my wife could go on to this for hours, and so we're going to kind of, skip over this. Let us know if you want to hear angry rant about the Addams Family. Maybe we'll do that at some point.
That would literally just be me yelling into the mic.
Hey, less work for me. But yeah, again, not surprising. Didn't expect this to go over well. And actually, to be fair, it's sad to admit that this actually was worse than what I expected.
Yes.
It just, no.
As soon as I found out they're going to the beach, I knew it was not going to be anything good.
Again, just goes to show you that Hollywood doesn't know what they're doing. And I cannot wait for the Tim Burton Wednesday series. That's going to be great.
Hell no. I'm not reviewing that one either, by the way.
You're gonna get forced to.
Yeah, because Az won't do it.
1,000 likes on this video and she'll review the Wednesday series. I'll make her do it.
Don't make me!
You know you want to.
They should have cast Johnny Depp.
1,000 likes, that's all we need. Just saying.
Let's bring in the next client. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
Yeah.
I love Elvira.
Yeah, so this is interesting. Now, as it says, are you paying attention? Watch closely. The horror hostess will dole out new prescriptions of thrills every Sunday in October. This is going to be on Netflix with Netflix and Chills.
I actually got a notification that the first episode of it premiered today.
We could have watched it, but one thing I will say is, how does she still look young? I'm going to guess plastic.
Either plastic, magic, or good genetics.
Either or, she looks almost exactly the same as she did back in the 80s.
Yeah, she literally turned 70 last month.
That's crazy.
I know. And she's still awesome.
Yeah, but so Netflix is going to be doing this. Again, is this going to be good? It is Netflix. I mean, it looks promising. She's going to be, as I said, Dr. Elvira giving you prescriptions for chills. And look, I'm not a huge fan of the doctor vibe kind of thing, because I think that that's kind of more of a... Hollywood likes to throw out that, oh, I'm having problems. Here, I'll give you this prescription because I'm a psychiatrist. Again, therapists are the ones who do the, mental, and psychiatrists are the ones that do the prescriptions. So if she's a psychiatrist, she needs to be a psychiatrist and a psychologist at the same time. So If she's not, then she can't technically dole out prescriptions. Now, again, these are prescriptions for,
horror movies.
But that's different. Again, it's interesting to see her back. I know this is not the first time that she has been back.
It's basically, I think what Netflix is doing is reviving her old TV series in which she commentated on classic horror movies. And she also recently came out with an autobiography. Is this gonna be good? I would hope so, as long as she gets to remain the awesome, funny, badass seductress that she is. But it's Netflix, so I have to take it with some salt.
Yeah, but I hope it's gonna be good because my wife and I are both fans, and we really like it to be good, and we're hoping that it's good because we need more. But yeah, we'll wait and see what happens. But again, Netflix has been decent in the past with some things and not so decent with some other things, and that's being nice. So hopefully that they do this justice. We'll wait and see.
Yeah. I also recommend watching her movie. That was a good movie.
Yeah, that was a decent movie. I enjoyed it.
And for our next client, we have Scarlett Johansson's lawsuit against Disney.
Yeah, and as you can see, it's the Disney dollars, and then Scarlett Johansson's there. The legal battle between Scarlett Johansson and Disney over the latter's alleged breach of the Black Widow star's contract through their sim-releasing of the Marvel film on Disney Plus has come to an end, with the two parties agreeing to settle the issue out of court. Now, we kind of figured this was going to happen, and they settled it out of court, which is a little bit,
anticlimactic.
Yeah, it's definitely anticlimactic. Again, it's not unexpected. It's just like I was hoping for a different outcome. It would have been nice to kind of see, maybe that hey, Disney, you keep pushing all this stuff, and guess what? Now here comes Scarlett Johansson, and she's going to tell you that, oh, no, I'm not going to put up with that. So it was interesting to see. I'm glad it got settled in a amicable way. No one had to get super pissy, but I was hoping for a little bit more of a bang for my buck here.
Yeah.
If you'll excuse the pun. But yeah, again, not unexpected. Disappointing, maybe a little.
Yeah.
But again, she doesn't have much to lose because, she's not Black Widow anymore.
That's true. Her character's dead.
Yeah, they'll probably do something with that in the future. Who knows?
Time travel.
I don't know. At this point, they have the multiverse, so they can do whatever they want.
True. Coming in next, the second Venom movie.
Yeah, Venom, Let There Be Carnage has released. Now, as you can see, MCU, here we come. Now, it says an alleged post-credit scene. Now, this has now been confirmed. Leak from the upcoming Venom, Let There Be Carnage, heavily teases a crossover with the Marvel Cinematic Universe and Spider-Man. Now, spoilers for anybody who doesn't want to hear any more about this, but basically, long story short, is what we've been told is there's a scene at the end where Venom and Eddie have a talk and the room shakes, and suddenly they're watching TV and J. Jonah Jameson is talking about how, Peter Parker killed Mysterio, and Venom apparently licks the screen and goes, "He looks delicious."
Which is such a Venom line.
Yeah, but what this does basically is now makes it that Venom is in the MCU and possibly even Carnage. Who knows?
Well, by proxy, also Carnage.
Well, no, this is apparently what people are saying, speculating, is that after the movie, he somehow gets transported to the MCU. So it's possible that Carnage will come with as well. Again, I don't understand how any of this really works, but it could be what we've seen is there's possible footage in the No Way Home trailer
of Venom attacking Peter Parker.
It's possibly Venom. We don't know for sure.
It looked like Venom.
But it would actually make a lot of sense because if the multiverse has been unleashed, it would make sense why Venom suddenly disappears from his world and appears in a different one.
Yeah. And also, if you take a look at this image of Carnage, he looks like he was done very well in this movie.
Yeah, I like how he's done. We haven't seen the movie yet. We are going to see it, obviously not through going to the movies or anything because we don't want to give Disney money. And again, I know this isn't Disney directly, it's Marvel, but Marvel is a subsidiary of Disney.
Basically, we're trying to find loopholes.
So we're gonna find loopholes. We're gonna watch this one because it looks decent and the critics are panning it, which probably means that it's good. It doesn't have any of the weird stuff that we heard about, which we're not going to report on because there's no reason to at this point.
Yeah, because it was disproven.
But thank God it's been disproven.
Oh my gosh, yes.
But again, it'll be interesting to see. Again, the weird part is that they've mentioned that, Sony has done this, and Marvel has not done anything about it. Marvel's not, brought up Venom or anything since the debut, and it makes you wonder what's going on behind the scenes there.
Mm-hmm. I would hope that there's a merger.
I would hope so too, but you never know. Again, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
But there could be some, potential cat fighting going on behind the scene.
No cat yowls.
I don't know why you did that.
You said catfighting.
Becky! No! Becky! Back! Yes, we lived that GIF in real life.
Yes, we do. It's awesome.
But yeah, again, it looks like a decent movie. We'll probably see it at some point. What this means for the future of the MCU and whatever, we'll have to wait and see.
Indeed. Let's call in our next client, Chuck Dixon.
Okay, so this is an interesting one. Now, Chuck Dixon is a guy who has done some titles such as, Joker, Robin, Batman, stuff for DC. And he came out and basically said that, DC Comics has stopped paying freelancers any international royalties since 2009. And that they never sent out their patented friendly letters to inform us. They just stopped paying and hoped no one would notice. Given the fact that foreign publishing, particularly in Europe, is more robust than ever, writers, artists, and others are being cheated out of thousands of dollars annually. Now, basically what this means is they're not paying royalties, they're not paying international royalties. Meaning that translated into other languages, all that stuff, they get no royalties for that.
That's pretty serious.
And again, this is not the first time we've heard of this kind of stuff with DC. But, also you hear it with, Star Wars, you hear it with Disney, you hear it with Marvel. All these people are doing it now. Mm-hmm. And Chuck Dixon's actually come out and said basically that he thinks that DC and Marvel are in some kind of suicide pact, that they're purposely destroying comics. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Again, I think that they really need to pull their act together, and if they really are purposely trying to destroy comics, why?
I don't know. That is a good question.
If you have a DC cinematic universe and a Marvel cinematic universe and tons of content to go through, why would you not hire people who can do more with the stuff that they have already to give you more content than to pump out in the movie theaters? Again, not saying that the superhero genre is as, amazing as it was, mind you, but there's a lot of content there to work with.
I think it's because they don't want to admit that they're wrong.
Yeah, that's true. They probably don't want to admit that they're wrong, unfortunately. And again, it almost seems purposeful at this point.
It is. Let's just admit that it is.
Let's hope it's let's hope it's purposeful, because this level of mismanagement would be really sad.
It's damning, is what it is.
Yeah, definitely. But again, seems like DC and Marvel are kind of going downhill. The age of superheroes, at least in regards to the Marvel and DC universe, and then the movies have definitely, started to decline.
Yes.
So we'll have to see where that goes in the future. But this doesn't bode well.
No, it does not.
And DC, don't be like Marvel or Disney. Pay your royalties.
It'll save your company. And our last client of the week, Demon Slayer Season 2.
Now, as we see here, Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, hot off the resounding worldwide success of last winter's Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, the movie Mugen Train, the next two arcs of the series' television anime adaptation, including its canonical second season, have officially received a Western simulcast release schedule courtesy of Crunchyroll. Now, I know what people are going to say. Oh, Crunchyroll's terrible, Funimation's terrible, whatever. I hear you. I do. I hear you. But when it comes to people like myself and my wife, I work a lot during the day with a lot of clients, and I know that subtitles and stuff are better, but we prefer to watch the English.
Because at the end of the day, after we've been so busy doing what we need to do, we'd rather not have to waste any more brain energy on translations.
And again, you guys, we understand that subtitles are better, and we're not disputing that. No. But we're saying that, we're careful, we watch, and if we hear anything that's a little fishy, we'll go look into it. But I'm excited for this.
Me too. Demon Slayer is amazing.
Because if you guys don't know already, my wife and I, since we watched the first Addams Family movie, the animated travesty...
Don't insult travesties.
It's a travesty.
Don't insult travesties.
Okay. Since whatever that is, we literally haven't watched anything mainstream except for older movies. I think one of them actually was Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
It was, and that was for my last birthday.
Yeah, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
But again, we have been watching mostly anime, and I'm sure there are good TV shows out there, whatever. It's just been... Meh. We haven't really been interested. So we're any more anime that we can get our hands on, great. Again, I know eventually I'll probably get into subtitles, and I'm open to that, but right now, after a full day of working with clients, especially OCD clients, you want to sit back and, just have some good old-fashioned escapism.
Yeah, trust me. The OCD ones make him want to turn his brain off.
Yeah, trust me. you think Marvel and DC are bad. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, again, this is going to be good Is it going to be the best it could be? Is it going to be as good as the subtitled one? Who knows? But I'm looking forward to this. I have heard some interesting things about the first part of the season, that it's going to be kind of like a redone Mugen Train.
Like an extended version of Mugen Train?
And I don't understand why you would do that.
Me neither. Probably for episode length and runtime. It could also just be filler episodes.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Again, either or, I'm excited for this. I'm willing to, watch it. And, we'll see what happens. And again, you guys are more than welcome to not like the English. And again, I don't blame you. But just keep in mind that, go easy on us in the comments. We're not purposely choosing not to watch subtitled because we don't like subtitled. We're doing it because we just want to be able to relax at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. And reading subtitle stuff when your eyes can barely stay open, it doesn't work.
It doesn't. Not at all.
So that's all we have for this week. As before, we do have, we come to the part of the video where we have the diagnosis of the week, and we have done something new where we include a remedy, which we have done in this one, but the diagnosis actually happens to be a new one this week.
And do share what it is.
So our diagnosis of the week is anticipatory anxiety.
Please explain.
So anticipatory anxiety is basically, as it sounds, it's anxiety you get from anticipation of things. Basically put, that what it is, it's an avoidance of certain things where it comes to, but basically this week has not been that bad in regards to news. It's been okay. And what basically that makes me feel is I'm worried what worse is coming. AKA anticipatory anxiety. In a sense where I already have anxiety by anticipating anxiety. Now, this can sometimes actually get, very severe to panic attacks. Not at that level yet. Maybe some people are. But I do feel this is again, a maybe more generalized anticipatory anxiety. But I feel this fits pretty well with this week.
I agree.
But yeah, you know what doesn't cause you anxiety, though?
Tell us.
Well, if you join the hashtag not a cult. Because it's not a cult, so you shouldn't have any anxiety about it, right?
Pretty much.
If you want to understand what we're talking about, our remedy for this week is you should head on over to Twitch and check out at Horror Amarata. Horror Amarata as unspeakable horror that indulges in video games and conversation with the normal population. Also, if you follow her today, you can get 10 years of good luck, plus cookies.
She won't forgive you for that.
Nope, but I'm doing it anyways. Deal with it.
All hail the Cthulhu Corn!
Yeah, but if you want to figure out more about the hashtag not a cult, go head on over there and don't give yourself over to the cult, because there is no cult. But head on over there and let them know that Gothic Therapy referred you. But yeah, that's all we got for this week. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Also, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe with notifications on so you do not miss our weekly therapy session.
Or you will be charged. Also, follow us both on Twitter at Master of the TDS and at Writing Raven 2. My husband has also revived his Twitch channel, which is also at Master of the TDS. And I also have a Wattpad account at Gothic Writer 613, full of stories that are well written and have no wokeness whatsoever.
And we also have 2 Instagram accounts, one for myself, which is at Master of the TDS,
and one for our channel at yt.gothic.therapy.
Again, those ones are not that active, but you can follow us there if you'd like. Mostly using mine for contact with people who aren't on Twitter anymore. But yeah, that's all we have for this week, and we'll see you in the next one.
Gothic Therapy,